There's nowhere to go, that is all.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, I needed that laugh, yeah. So, fun fact, there is a version of the Strike Rouge that you would need to get both it and the classic color Strike Gundam to actually build.
Oh?
It's named for the episode it appeared in, Kira of the Skies. So let me set the scene for you. The Freedom Gundam was recently destroyed, and recently saw the title of Protag back. Kira needs to get to space in order for her to meet a ship called the Eternal so he could get his new Gundam. That show, yes, sorry, that ship is currently under attack. With little other options, he asks his sister Kigali if he can borrow her Straight Rouge. She agrees. After all, what else are they really going to do with all they got? And they equip a specialized booster to get it hit through the atmosphere back to the ship. Keeping in mind, they're launching from, I can't believe it's not Japan, over there on Earth. Depending on whether you're watching the remaster or not, the backpack on the Strike will change. For the sake of this discussion, we'll be using the original broadcast version, which would have used the Ale Striker pack. As Kira's preparing for launch, he's changing the settings of the phase shift armor to suit his needs as opposed to Kigali's. When the phase shift armor activates, it changes back to the colors of the original Strike Gundam, but the eyes are still the Strike Rouge is green. And the little Lion of Orb decal on the left shoulder is also still there. This is what's called the Strike Rouge Kira of the Skies version. And depending on how you choose to handle it, there's two ways to make it. Get any versions of the original Strike Gundam and Strike Rouge, as long as they both have the Ale pack, and equip not just equip the shield and Ale pack from the Rouge to the original Strike Gundam, but you're also going to have to put the Strike Rouge's, eye stickers on the original Strike, as well as any Lion of Orb decal that happens to pop up. Or you could just get the original Ale Strike, paint the eyes green, and call it a day. Sorry for this ramble. Yeah.
It's all good.
It occurs to me I've been eating up a lot of people's time.
It's been 5 minutes.
That's a lot of time for somebody. That is like 1/12 of an hour.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Vegas Bear here, as always, with Mekumon.
Who may or may not be going through some stuff at the moment, so forgive the chattiness more so than usual.
So, today... What is this doing over here? Today is Thursday. But instead of playing... Gundam Breaker 4...
Gundam Breaker 4.
I almost said Gundam Build Fighters 4.
I mean, apt, but still.
We are... Hey, AJ! We are playing a sequel to a game that I played here on the stream before. Kona 2. Brume. Spelled B-R-U-M-E. So, I can't really give a recap of the game. Well, I mean, I could, but this game does that anyway. But, yeah. So, the one downside to this game... they don't have the original narrator.
Which, sometimes that happens.
I mean, the guy did sound very old in the first game. Alright, we're going to start a new game of Kona 2. Also, this song, really good. So, if I remember correctly, when I played this game, easy mode was too easy. So... we're gonna go with adventure mode. I may have to mess with the audio again because it's still a little loud.
Not that I could tell, with the new headphones, occasionally the audio will prioritize the Discord call over the stream.
When I was younger, I always hated when they changed voice actors or narrators. Yeah, I can understand that. Northern Quebec.
Yeah.
Oh. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, we, especially if you're on the spectrum, like those of us at the bear cave, like humans in general tend to crave routine.
Mm-hmm. Northern Quebec, Canada.
And any break for that, like a change in voice actor, could set it off. Anyways, Northern
William
Quebec,
Hamilton
Canada.
built his venture on the ashes of the Second World War. copper mine he envisioned was ransacking the First Nations'
Please don't bring up
ancestral
the talking stick, I'm
territories,
sorry.
drawing
You're
the wrath
fine.
of the local people.
You're on a
It
delay, so I
definitely
know.
took nerves of steel to stay the course, despite all this hostility. Before long, in the face of William Hamilton's cold and uncompromising stance, the petitions and peaceful protests turned into sabotage, vandalism, and other criminal acts. The industrialists' private properties also encountered the wrath of the demonstrations. Carl Faubert, a veteran of the Korean War, was hired from Montreal as a private detective to shed some light on this whole thing. But at the end of his long journey to northern Quebec, the detective did not only encounter property damage, he also came face to face with the corpse of William Hamilton. The strangeness only kept building throughout the investigation. A powerful, unseasonable blizzard hit the region. Bodies frozen in unbreakable ice appeared. The local fauna began to act strangely and aggressively. Carl Faubert began to doubt his own sanity. The detective felt the weight of a gaze, as if he were at the mercy of a powerful, feral creature waiting for the right moment to attack. Carl's fear was taking over, overpowering his reason. He was giving in to delirium. In that instant, he thought that the dark waters of the lake might shield him from the shapes that pursued him. From there, he had a renewed hope in civilization, or whatever was left of it.
So yeah, that's the first game. Lake Michau. By the way, I'm going to butcher a lot of these names. I'm sorry.
Stood William Hamilton's lavish mansion.
We're
There,
Indian Americans,
the
we
detective
don't
had hopes
French,
of finding
we don't
a way
speak
out
French.
of the area. A phone, a truck, who knows? Under the luxurious paneling and damask carpets, he might be able to find answers to his questions.
Okay, that's not alarming at all.
The detective wondered about the floating debris. Had it drifted out from the shore, or had it been abandoned there in the middle of nowhere?
Ah, that's the most soothing thing I've ever seen.
Carl saw a boat in the distance, clearly piloted by one of his own. Had he finally made it to civilization? His hopes were immediately drowned out by the sound of gunshots. Time to flee again, and fast.
So this is a retcon of the ending from the first game. Because in the first game, like Carl
It
and
happens.
huh?
I said it happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes things just won't line up otherwise.
Carl swam without a thought, yet each stroke was desperate. The icy water and his wounds made him feel weaker and weaker. He had to get to shore.
Damn. So we did just get Samus. We lost pretty much everything that we had at the
Hypothermia
end of
were
the
tearing
first
at
game.
Carl's poor body. When he finally saw light
So
in the
maybe
distance,
you got outsmarted?
he was filled with a
Well, I
faint
mean,
sense of
well, yes.
could it be a refuge?
Did the Grim Reaper steal your powers this time too?
The red glow of the flames allowed Carl to see the full extent of his injuries.
So, unlike the last game, in this game we use fireplaces not just for heat, but for saving. Note from Charles. Richard, we missed each other again. I slipped the money under the door. When you finish with the delivery, just leave the key in the gazebo. Same place as usual. I'll be gone for a few hours, but I will see you next in front of the checkerboard. Be prepared to get your ass kicked, Charles. Alright. Time to die from exhaustion.
Once his injuries were treated,
It's been one heck of a day for Carl, I just realized. Because the entirety of the
he's.
the
Sorry, go on.
the entirety of the first game took place in one day.
Like, he's been through a lot.
He had to solve a murder. He got
Carl struggled to wake up. His makeshift bandages offered him little time. If he wanted to find the truth, he had to get to Hamilton Manor without delay.
Repeatedly hunted by potentially supernatural forces.
attacked by a wendigo. Nearly got into a car wreck because of a communist. Journal. So yeah, this just details this details, like, basically the beginning of this details the events of the first game. Like, there's Hamilton, it's talking about the doctor, the petrified, like the frozen people, the animals, the wendigo. And starting here, it's talking about, like, the beginning of this game. And, of course, we have to fill in some stuff on our own. That's what the camera's for. Is that a sledgehammer? And I can't take it. Fuck. Ah, there we go. My eyes!
Was running out. He had to go to the manor if he wanted to find the answers to his questions.
My eyes, the
Carl
goggles
left
do
his
nothing!
refuge, knowing that he was headed to a more comfortable, but otherwise ominous place. Hamilton's mansion. There was something the detective found charming about the mechanism of the instant cameras.
So yeah, we are hoofing it this time around. Unlike the last game where we had a car, we don't have that. In fact, we're in the wilderness. I don't think a car would do us very much good anyway. Cannot be opened. Yeah, no shit. Is there a... There is no jump button. Just making sure.
So, I believe we've established this before the stream even began, but GB4 dropped another DLC today.
That's right. Really? Come on. Really? Fuck off. I was trying to scare the damn thing away, but I didn't want to...
Carl Faubert was a sensible man. Attacking
I swear I heard a
would
banjo.
not be among his
There was a
smartest
banjo.
choices.
Look, narrator, I didn't have a choice. I tried to scare the thing away, but it kept coming at me.
These stones came from a long time past, from a local people who had an organic relationship with these lands. Carl felt somewhat reassured by the construction.
So, as far as new mobile suits are concerned, got a new SD, which I thought looked pretty neat.
Cool.
Apparently a strike gun variant that it is. We got the enhanced double Zeta Gundam, which is the one I'm happy to see.
Black bears were known
Cool.
more for their skittish nature and their love of berries than for their aggressiveness. Still, it was important to be careful.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Nah, I'm still
Successfully
thinking
scaring
through
away a
what
bear
I'm going
is
to say.
great for your self-esteem. The consequence of failure, however, may lead one to wonder
So,
whether self-esteem
the enhanced double
isn't a
Zeta
bit
was
overrated.
you know how every Gundam gets a full-on variant eventually?
Yeah.
The double Zeta is the first one I know to actually get that full-on variant in its proper anime. There's two different full armor double Zetas. The one we lovingly refer to as the Faz, and the one actually from the show.
I think I know the one from the show because it was in Super Robot Wars V.
Yep. The enhanced double Zeta is the version of the double Zeta that was underneath that armor. They had to soup up the double Zeta Gundam in order to prep it for the final battle with the everything that was going on at the time.
Makes sense.
So, aside from being compatible with the full armor system, you've got me as far as what is so enhanced about it. Next up, we have more representation from Gundam Build Divers.
He knew
May
that
is no
wolves
longer the
didn't
only
attack
mobile
people.
doll here.
Still,
Ah.
he had to be careful.
Mobile doll Stera has joined the fray.
Carl was relieved to see the animal run away.
And then we have the most horrifying one of the bunch. And I put this to the most
The ice
mimetic
looked
version
loosened,
horrifying I can
but not
possibly say.
twisted.
You know the Super Fumina?
Yes.
The Ganko equivalents now in the game.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Won't be long till we get the, was it the Inko version?
Rinko and, yeah. The one that was supposed to be based on, like, at the very least, I could say this one is actually kind of cute because, one, in universe, you know, Mr. Iori actually did get his wife's permission before making this thing,
You fucking better have.
as opposed to the Super Fumina, which was made without permission, and the Yanko version, which was made by her younger brother without permission in hopes to emulate his idol. Yeah, so, Yanko's not very happy with that for a multitude of reasons. Understandably so.
The security was more reminiscent of a Korean military base than a mining operation.
And that is our new... Oh wait, I almost forgot.
Tried to put the horror into perspective.
Apparently some
Accidents
version of the
happen,
Kimara's
and in
Idar
the
has showed up.
hospitable far
Straight up
north,
Idar gun,
It happens
I think.
more often than
Nice.
Nevertheless, a feeling of deja
So
vu
more IBO
settled
rep.
with him,
That's nice.
as if the carnage was not over.
that's the last of it. Back for a regularly scheduled horror film. Or game in this case.
Abnormally frozen body. Frozen Watch. Watch Frozen on Sunday, October 4th, 1720.
The plan suggested that a package had to be retrieved not far away. Carl had to keep his eyes open.
Yeah, I'd say that's abnormal. He's still standing up. Kind of.
I think he's, like, frozen to the vehicle. Bruise marks on the neck.
Still abnormal, still accurate.
An access card, a rather modern piece of technology, especially for a mining complex in the far north. What could it possibly open? Gas mask. Carl had tried out older models as an infantryman. He hardly saw the need for such equipment to protect against simple ore dust.
Alright, I think we got everything that we're going to get over here. Protective bag, useful to carry radioactive objects. Geiger counter, a modified ionization chamber used for the detection and measurement of radiations.
A radiation detector.
It's broken
Clearly,
because it's constantly
Hamilton's
clicking.
people were digging
You think
for
this
more
one came
than
from
just
Z?
copper.
Z.
Keeping this tool could prove beneficial. What were these mysterious fragments? And why was there a warning about the Brume? This letter raised more questions than it answered for the detective.
Intervention Protocol, Disaster Crisis Contingency, Hamilton Mining Corporation. To the employees of the Emergency Intervention Unit in case of an explosion or disruption with the matter, quickly retrieve the secured box located in your coverage area with the device, locate the fragments to collect without delay. Be wary of the matter's volatility. Under no circumstances should you get close to the Brume. Collect the fragments with the mine's usual protocol. The mine's special lab is the only safe place to bring back the fragments. There's something 226 meters away. Interesting.
Black crowberry has long been a part of the diet of the Innu of Quebec, who consumed it to protect themselves from the cold.
Hey, phone lines. Run away. Thank you.
Carl's intuition stopped him. Somehow, he knew that this road would lead him to ruin.
How would you even know that? There's no indication that there's anything dangerous over there. Then again, he did say intuition, so... Probably had a gut feeling.
And I have an ad break.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting past that.
At least not yet.
I mean, unless I have like a fucking chainsaw or a freaking bulldozer.
How about dynamite? That's probably something you'll find.
Yeah, probably.
So, why did I go on a tangent to complain about the ad? Because there's two things I want to bring up.
Okay.
First off, this ad break played the same ad twice in a row. I know that can't happen, but it's still infuriating when it does. Second, this even related to this specific ad break. Earlier today, while I was just on YouTube listening to music videos, I got an ad that was, I swear
This
it was
was the
Mariah
master
Carey
of the
breaking
late
containment
William
again.
Oh, yeah.
There was no other rich industrialist in the area to have a sumptuous mansion built in
Yes.
the middle of nowhere.
Keep in mind, the new headphones I'm using are wireless, so I had walked away from the phone to go get something to drink while still listening to the music. I hear glass breaking, what sounds like security activating, and psychotic laughter. And then the Christmas song everybody loves to hate starts playing.
So, the thing I love about that song is the fact that apparently, well not apparently, it's true. Mariah Carey knows about the jokes and has
And it starts playing into them.
yes,
Like,
and
that
like,
is a good sense of humor there.
yes, it is. Like I'm happy she's such a good sport about it. And like I saw the one for this year where she was Morticia from the Addams Family dancing with someone dressed up as Gomez. And after they finished dancing, the Christmas stuff started happening, and she just screamed, It's time! Of course, I can't do it like her, because, you know, high pitch.
Dear God, that sounds eerily close to what I think I heard.
Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en dernier recours. Si vous avez à sortir, armez-vous et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la Hamilton Mining Corporation. Tenez-vous le plus loin possible de la faune. Les animaux sont devenus extrêmement agressifs. Je répète, tenez-vous le plus loin possible des animaux et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la HMC. Si vous entendez ceci, ce message est crucial. Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en dernier recours. Si vous avez à sortir, armez-vous et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la Hamilton Mining Corporation. Tenez-vous le plus loin possible de la faune. Les animaux sont devenus extrêmement agressifs. Je répète, tenez-vous le plus loin possible des animaux et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la HMC.
Doors are frozen shut. There's nobody in the vehicle. They were about to leave. I will say, this is quite eerie.
This letter, found in the cabin, mentioned a gazebo.
It really is.
The mansion would likely be there.
This is probably my other personal Silent Hill right here.
Just nothing around.
Cold, lonely. Yeah, cold, lonely, nothing around.
Populated by clowns.
Probably perched up on a cliff somewhere.
With all this chaos, Carl was sensing a hurried departure.
George Washington's crossing of the Delaware River. Why would someone in Quebec have this? I mean, it is a good painting.
Sorry about that. I momentarily got ambushed by a telemarketer.
You are fine.
Hello?
Hello? Oh no. Oh boy. Lucy Hamilton's urn. William Hamilton's mother. Hello?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I got ambushed by a telemarketer call, and I think my earbuds got confused.
You're fine. You're fine. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm smelling something delicious downstairs, and I want to know what it is I'm smelling. So, BRB. As it turns out, it was dinner. I smelled dinner. Which was confusing because I thought my mom and stepdad were going to a wedding and me and my brother would get takeout, but evidently they're not going, so no takeout.
Testing, hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, the earbuds decided screw functioning. Yeah. Okay, yeah, after that one telemarketer call messed everything up, it was basically I couldn't hear anything. After that one telemarketer call messed everything up, it was not coming out of the headphones, it was coming out of the phone itself, and I couldn't figure out how to switch it back. So I just swapped to a normal set of headphones.
I'm hearing everything you're like. It's repeating.
How about now?
It's good.
Swear none of my headphones like actually working.
Everything okay?
Added
One
to
has a
mayhem
mic that
was the
apparently
violence.
doesn't register me
Carl understood
properly,
the
and
tragedy
no matter
that
what
occurred.
volume, it's always too loud.
Carl could not decide which was more frightening.
I just went over
Mysterious
the issue with
impulse
the
inhabitants
earbuds, but
had to
short
escape,
version.
or the
One telemarketer I
inexplicable
called screwed
way
them up
in which
so
their
badly I
escape
had to put
was
them away.
interrupted.
I had to go back to my previous set.
Damn.
One that's going slightly quiet in the right ear.
Carl was overcome with a strange emotion. The crossword puzzle was in French, so he guessed it was the work of a Hamilton employee and not Hamilton himself.
Alright. Looks to me like things are actually starting to behave again, so...
Hey, Canadian coin. Oh, it's one of those creepy ass monkeys.
Why do people even make those?
I don't know, man. Rock and roll Quebec band.
I am pretty certain that whoever invented that thing in the first place either hates kids or has no idea how to make anything aesthetically pleasing. Or both.
A Man and His Son, a 1933 novel by Claude Henry Grignon. Barely used television.
Oh, that's one of them old models.
Yep. Finding Maggie, crime novel written by William Hamilton's son, Henry. Interesting. Didn't even know he had a son.
Okay, I will be right back. I just need to check out something real quick.
Just waiting on Mekumon to get back. I don't really want to continue without him.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So what'd I miss?
Nothing, because I waited for you.
You didn't have to do that, you know?
I know.
So where are we at?
We are on the other side of the fence in the backyard. So, like, there's the gazebo. That door we could not go through before. I just didn't notice it. But I unlocked it, so we have access to the front yard. So we're in the backyard, technically. White is inching towards defeat.
Meanwhile, one of the ghosts playing the game.
Bitch!
Ah!
And another ad break.
Oh, Simon and Garfunkel record. Nice.
Something darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, well, this record's called Bookends. Just looking at this room makes me feel like I want to sneeze.
Yeah. Oof. So much dust.
Whoa!
Could feel his muscles weakening, his breath wheezing, his body going numb. What was happening to him? The floor was rocking. The walls seemed to be running from Carl's hands as he tried to steady himself. Something was not right. Carl's thoughts were twisting in his head, making him dizzy.
Well, now we're seeing ghosts.
I was kidding about the ghost playing the chess game, damn it!
Woo! Please tell me you saw that.
Yeah.
Whew.
I should go find our proton packs and ghost traps. This place, man.
Never thought I'd be haunted by a freaking wendigo.
A wendigo. Oh no.
Cup of tea with traces of lipstick on its rim. And here we have the illustrious backyard of Mr. Hamilton.
The empty expanse of emptiness.
Rachel Esther Hamilton. Or is that Rochelle?
I should shut my bedroom door because I forgot how much sound travels in my house that my uncle is playing with the cats.
1915 to 1959. To my dear beloved and talented wife, the world is no dimmer without your inspiring flame. You were always Chicago's best actress. Rest in peace. Wait, what the hell? Right. Okay. Forgot we couldn't unlock that door. There's a weird shed here that I can't get into. It's not connected to the greenhouse building. At least there's no door going into it. Weird. Well, time to see what's through the door that the ghost went through. Yo! First of all, how is this play? How is it playing the record without the needle being down? Second of all, this is the theme from the first game. Foreign landscapes. Oh.
Third of all, how is any of this playing without power?
It's a good question. Okay, so Carl can crouch, but only by like a smidge. This globe is
Carl
misaligned.
knew how eccentric older millionaires could be, with more money than they know how to spend it. But never could he have imagined such a sophisticated puzzle.
That's weird. Everything on this globe is labeled strangely. Canada, not Canada yet.
Carl Faubert made a profession out of reconstructing a whole from seemingly incongruous parts. This reconstructed globe forced him to recognize how much more complex the mystery that was currently plaguing Manistan was in comparison.
Just Canada secretly plotting to take over the rest of the world. My dearest William, I understand the pain you feel. Rachel, as she stood between us, already pressured you into guilt. I'm not blind. Ever since she took her own life, she appears in all your silences. She was your wife, and to you, I am nothing. For this reason, I will accept whatever you decide regarding you and I just hope that you will respond to this letter. I would simply like you to remember the first time we met. That small cabin which had welcomed us despite how nervous we were, and which had made us feel like the whole world outside had ceased to exist. I want you to remember the perfection of our movements, of the authenticity. You cannot be mistaken with that much passion. I know all the cruelty people use when they talk about you, when they criticize the mine and its operations or your investments into innovative scientific research. I know you do all this with the same passion you possessed that night in our cabin. A passion I know to be real, strong, and good. Don't let remorse consume you. I want you to know that I cried over Rachel's death. I also felt ashamed. But we have to move on in order to embrace happiness. Even if it simply is the guilty contentment that we have left together. I will respect your decision about our future, and I understand why you are so cold towards me. I hope that all the love this letter carries will somehow bring warmth to your heart. I beg you to answer me. I'll be waiting. I will be impatiently waiting, my dear and lovely William. Yours truly, Cynthia. So it seems that... Oh, shit.
Seeing the condition of the ceiling, Carl was startled. Nothing human could cause such devastation.
Fuck. I never noticed that before. Anyway, it seems that the good Mr. Hamilton was cheating on his wife. Oh. We're at the front of the house now. We went in a circle. Interesting.
I'm reminded of a Cartoon Network song from back in the day. Can't remember the name of the band, but like the music video was it's all about making fun of the repeat backgrounds used in Hanna-Barbera cartoons. With Fred and Barney stuck in an endless loop, and gradually more and more people from different shows get stuck in the loop with them.
Time out the Dave Brubeck Quartet.
Soul something. That was the name of the band. Soul something. I can't remember if it was soul crushing or not, but they did multiple songs for these little shorts.
Bookshelf is too heavy to be lifted from here. Guess we don't have much choice in the matter.
You know what, this is gonna bug me if I don't find out.
Hello, Mr. Bear.
Carl was struggling to move forward. His feet could hardly find their way in front of him. He doesn't know which way he came from or the way he's going. Everything seems to be going in a circle, a spiral carrying him. He doesn't know where or how. Carl suddenly feels like he's waking up.
Soul coughing, that was it. At least I managed to find the name of the band. The group was called Soul Coughing. They did, as far as I know, at least 2 songs for Cartoon Network's little shorts. There was the one I mentioned,
Cold
Walking
hits
Around
him
in
suddenly
Circles, and the
like a
other
bucket of
was
freezing
called
water.
Rollin', which was set to
He
a
completely lost it. Or was
Betty
he
Boop
supposed to
cartoon
accept
about
the man
racing,
of
if memory
strange
serves.
architecture suddenly leading him to the middle of nowhere? These imposing structures seem to come from the depths of time, or from the moon landing, or even from his own mind, clouded after an afternoon nap.
Like, Cartoon Network got some surprises in that lineup of, like, musical shorts. They got Devo to make a song for Powerpuff Girls back in the day, so... It was titled Go Monkey Go!
Alright, so the way these things are positioned is supposed to denote their position on that big ass dial thing over there.
I had no reason to use that, I just wanted to.
Fair enough. So this one is pointed north. So the blue-faced one goes there. This one...
The detective had no idea how it worked, but the stones seemed to slide on the rails smoothly
South.
as soon as the totem pole was rotated.
And then this one east.
He did not know how or why, but Carl sensed that something in this game had been completed, and now they wanted to lead him to this cabin.
I feel like I just solved the Legend of Zelda puzzle.
Da-da-da-da!
Strange letter. Its content is reminiscent. Oh,
Corbo had been left all alone, abandoned to his fate. There was no longer anyone to rescue him from the torrent of hatred that swept away his life.
we'll be back soon. We'll be back soon. Oh, Jesus. what was engraved on it is no longer visible. Burned picture, a woman's face. Isn't it? Wait, that was the woman that died, that was killed in the previous game. At least I'm pretty sure it was. A Hamilton Mining Corps jacket. And a hole.
The detective felt like he was sleepwalking, pulled by a larger force towards the light that was calling him, as if it was asking to be set free. The stone that resonated in the room must have been one of the fragments HMC had been seeking. If he isolated it, Carl hoped he might come to his senses. The pulse of the stone invaded Carl's mind, and he felt a strange, dark presence take shape near him.
That is the wendigo. Oh!
You know, quick question, Bear. Did you download the DLC today, or?
Not yet.
Carl could make out some trophies here and there that he had seen earlier in what seemed like a dream.
I'm going to after the stream.
Alrighty. I will let you know right now. That thought you had last week about how it's Tao and his involvement in everything, it is addressed.
Okay.
Ooh, we've been joined.
Hello?
Hello.
Ah!
Ghost!
It's a manifestation of our madness!
I'm not Loki.
I thought I threw the Wabajack away. This is ridiculous.
Hello, Taro.
Hello.
How are you?
It's been a while, my friend.
Actually, really dang happy because, so, a couple days ago, I was scrolling through the PlayStation Store, and I saw this particular game. I also
Forgive the Laffy Taffy rapper. These things hate being quiet.
Bear, guess what?
What?
I can now officially say I can dive into a TV and discover the truth.
Hey! You got P4 Golden?
Yep.
The whistle slowly
I was about to
dying
say,
down
I
like a
don't
kettle
get it.
meant only one thing for Carl. Mission accomplished.
It's good to have you back, even if it's for only a few minutes, man.
Oh, Ghost
Things
Wolf!
are rough.
Only factoring to tell very that bit of news. And to
Like I said, even if it's only for a few minutes, it's good to hear you again.
But Carl Flaubert knew instinctively that it was not the wolf. That gaze that never left him, that icy blue gaze, was not that of an animal.
So you said you were here to tell me that and something else?
change my profile picture on Discord.
Oh, you did?
I'm going to.
Oh.
For some reason, my phone doesn't like it when I try to change my profile picture. So I have to hop on and actually do it here. Sorry for interrupting the game.
Oh, dude, you don't have to apologize.
You're not interrupting anything, man.
We're wandering around a spooky mansion. Trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. While also dealing with a wendigo, ghost wolves, and...
Our own encroaching madness.
Yep. So basically it's Resident Evil, but in Canada.
Also, it may or may not have uncovered a plot to take over the world. Who the hell would write their plans to conquer the world on a literal globe, though? That's ridiculous.
Oh, we have another corpse. Let's see.
Man is wolf to man, said the philosopher. Seeing the state of this poor woman, one could only imagine such fury, which would explain the barricades and the fright that Carl could sense in the chaos of the place. What had happened here was not caused by a man.
Driver's license. Emile Lebrun. One of Hamilton's housekeepers. One of Hamilton's housekeepers, years 1969 to 1970. We have a new resident at the manor. Jules is his name. An employee of the mine. He's very courteous and not very talkative. He avoids our gaze when we talk to him. His room is unusually clean. This morning I went to change his sheets and his bed looked as if it had not been disturbed since last week. It is still made exactly the way I had made it. I didn't see a trace of laundry, clean or dirty. He doesn't even have a suitcase. Does he sleep here? Where does he hide at night? I put Charles on the case. He's good at spying. Hamilton is coughing more and more. I caught him hiding a handkerchief full of blood in his pocket the other day at a meeting with some businessmen. I tried bringing tea and was practically chased out of the room. Last night I couldn't resist and kept an eye on Hamilton. He is so skinny. I worry about him. As I approached his room, I heard Jules. I didn't understand what they were saying, but it's an odd time for a foot. Nice.
How did you know?
Because I have my second monitor up, and I have Discord and Streamlabs on that while I play the game on my main desktop. And I have it so that I can see, like, I have the Discord chat thing open, like the voice chat, and I just saw the color of your profile change. I looked over, and you changed your picture.
I was gonna say, what's your quirk? Foresight or something? Dang. You know exactly what I did, too.
My quirk is existential dread.
How does that work?
I know I exist and proceed to do so in constant anxiety.
That's not a quirk. That's a. You know what? Never mind. Also, I love that this poor old lady said that Mr. Hamilton looks skinny. In the first game, he might as well have been Porky fucking Pig. With how freaking huge he was.
First time I'd seen a KFC ad in quite a while. Is it ad breaks? And they're making a huge fuss over, we have chicken tenders now.
Look at
What
all
the
these
friggin' do?
chicken.
You'd think a place that sells chicken would have had chicken tenders a lot sooner.
You'd think they'd have had chicken sandwiches a lot sooner than they did too. Instead, we have the occasional weird menu items that are like, why did they even think of this? Like the time they tried to use fried chicken as hot dog buns.
Huh?
Yeah, that happened. A piece of breaded fried chicken in the place of a regular hot dog bun. It was short-lived for obvious reasons.
I would hope so.
Its spirit would unfortunately live on in the form of another kind of sandwich that forgoes actual bread in favor of pieces of fried chicken. Speaking of which, hot dogs are not sandwiches, they are tacos. I'm sure I just riled someone up.
I don't think you just riled someone up. I think you just started World War III.
Well, if our president-elect isn't gonna, I might as well.
Please don't mention him right now.
Believe me, I'm no happier than you are.
Don't blame me. I voted for the guy with the boot on his head.
Again, the only acceptable candidate. He had a zombie preparedness plan and was prepared to give the entire country ponies. How do you vote for anyone else? Was this mandatory toothbrushing policy really that bad?
No. The person you should have voted for was the guy who was trapped in peanut brittle for a good number of years.
That took me a minute.
I mean, I'd have voted for the giant robot or the guy with the big S and the red cape, but, like, they're both aliens.
Yeah, I remember seeing a conversation about that, actually. About Superman running for president. He can't legally do that because he was not born in the United States.
Also, Superman running for president, I think that's a bad idea.
What?
I think Superman running for president is a bad idea anyway.
Why?
Outside of, I mean, if
Oh,
it's the
Jesus!
Justice universe, I agree with you, but outside that universe, I think it's a better
Whatever had
idea
just
than you give it
fallen
credit.
was monumental in size.
What the fuck was that?
The bear was on edge.
Damn it! Ghost wolves! Ow! Fuck!
Ghost Wolves proceeds to pull out gun.
I mean, it works.
I know, but the way this game works, it confuses me.
Hey, they're lucky it was just
Strange
the gun that Bear happened to have and not me casting vicious mockery.
Eyes, that icy stare.
I felt like Vicious Mockery would work more than the gun.
I'm saying it's more merciful that they met their ends to Bear.
So the chandelier fell. I blame the ghost wolves.
Dang, what did Jerry do?
I said ghost wolves.
Think about it.
Listen, you're the one who keeps telling me to stop saying you keep drowning Jerry.
Ah, well, at least some light was shed on the situation.
The one time I decide not to make that joke, and you're like, no, make the joke, though.
I wasn't saying I wasn't even referring to the drowning bit. I was saying he's no longer.
He's talking about me.
Due to reasons, and well, wolf.
No, I mean, I think he was talking about me making the shedding some light situation because of the fallen chandelier.
No, I was talking to Taro.
I was giving you one out, Bear.
I
I
know.
was giving you one out.
I know. I know, and I decided not to take it. I will take the bullet on this one.
Alright,
I'll go get the medigun.
I didn't mean a literal bullet.
It's not a literal gun. Unless you're saying guns from video games can hurt you, it's not a literal gun.
Do I have to start singing and deal everyone psychic damage?
I just woke up. Weird.
I've
No-
had
no
enough
kind
psychic
of-
damage, thank you.
I just woke up. No kind of psychic damage can ever apply to me right now.
Joker wearing a thong.
I don't want to know what a fawn is.
Thong.
It's a type of underwear.
Again, I don't want to know what it is.
How do you not know what that is?
I just
When it
don't,
retains
okay,
innocence
and I
fair,
refuse to know.
you'll find out eventually.
How the... I'm routinely surprised by what you do and do not know.
And I find myself continually jealous of the stuff you don't know. There's so many things I wish I could scrub out of my brain, but there's no steel wool strong enough for it.
Anyway, on a different topic, Bear, guess
In this boudoir's former
what?
glory,
I
you
forgot to
would
mention
see
last
Lady
time you were
Hamilton's
in VR
refinement
chat.
in every
What?
inch of the tapestry.
Remember that
almost
world
shadow
I
of
took,
what
the
once
second
was.
horror world I took you to, Anna?
Mm-hmm.
There's a fun little thing that happens, actually. The stuff on the notepad can change.
Lovely.
First time, I can't remember what exactly it said. I was there with a couple of other friends. We didn't get that far in it, so we it was I didn't know anything past the basement at that point.
Ah.
But what the notepad said on it the second time was after this one friend went down and went through what you did. Went through what you did. The notepad then proceeded to say on it, I want to make you suffer like she did.
Oh.
This friend who went down to the basement was also a she. So I was just like, oh boy, this world knows I was here before. Okay.
Lovely. Also, we found the diary of Mr. Hamilton's wife. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically she's talking about how she hates being in Canada.
Dang, what did Martin Mystery do to deserve this?
I think it was Johnny Test, actually.
So, she used to be a huge star. As you can tell by these posters that have her name on it. But then she married Hamilton, and Hamilton moved her all the way out here to Canada. And not just Canada, but the ass end of Canada. Canyon of the Copper Heart. I think I missed something on Mr. Freeze here. There we go. His picture. Oh, right. The fuck is this? Okay, I haven't seen that before. And
Carl stood still at the commotion. It must have been the service elevator, suddenly coming unstuck.
well, we fixed the service elevator, and by fix I mean we broke it more. This one is about Hamilton's son Henry, and how Miss LeBrun cared for Henry, and seeing how Hamilton treated him, she felt bad. Quebec love? Okay. What the fuck? It disappears! Yes! Do, 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 do. Alright, well, we are getting close to 2 hours. I'm gonna go back. No, that's not it. Over here, save the game again. And that it will be it for today.
There's no guarantee I will be here tomorrow.
I mean, fair enough. Thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
And Mekumon.
The ever vanishing Taro.
And as always, I already said thank you for watching. As always, if you like the stream and what we do, feel free to support us through donations here on Twitch or subscriptions, or subscribing to the Twitch channel. If you don't want to, or if you can't, trust us, we get it.
We're all broke down here, Georgie.
You can support us in other ways, however, such as simply watching the stream and following the channel, which will grant you access to our to the Discord if you want it. You can over on YouTube. You can like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as that's where all our streams go as VODs once we're done. So if you miss a stream, you can just head on over there to Vegas Bear 92, or no, Vegas Bear, capital V, capital Bear. Keep forgetting to say that part.
And naturally, there's, word of mouth. There's sharing the clips around.
Yeah, sharing the clips, sharing the streams, sharing the videos. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your other friends.
Hell, make memes out of us or something.
Yes! As long as they're not, mean.
Memes within reason.
Yes.
I probably just said something that is like a contradiction to somebody.
So, tomorrow, we will hopefully be back with Fallout Friday. I say hopefully, because I feel strange today. That's partly why the stream was so late. Like, for a brief period of time was moving faster than I perceived time faster than what I usually do. It was weird, man. Anyway.
I'd make a joke about speedster powers, but that is literally the opposite.
Yeah.
Did you just become Turtle or something?
God, I hope not. Anyway, once again, thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Alright?
Stay safe and stay comfy.
And peace. Oh, wait, there will be a Silent Hill stream this Saturday. There wasn't one last Saturday because of D&D. But there will be one this time. So, anyway.
Remember, folks, cherish your family, your friends, and your pets. You never